Shalom, Akim, more praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salute to you, sincere Akim out there of the hopeful elect. All right. And, the Spirit got on me to do this video, this lesson, because, you got a lot of the women of our nation, mostly all of the women of our nation, they ain't right. Okay. And you got a lot of simps that cater to these women, that basically they further on the pride of these women out here, man, of you so-called black women, you Hispanic women, all right, you Native American women, okay, who are basically riding with the so-called white man and totally against the men of your nation, all right. And you got a lot of these hoes out here that follow after these female YouTubers, right? Like Tasha K, Cynthia G, Irene, them bras that basically ganged up on Brother Polite to tarnish him, okay? And Brother Polite he's a wicked nigga. That's why the Most High judging his ass. But at the end of the day, these women, they act like they shit don't stink, These women ain't shit either, man. Okay? So I'm gonna bring out some scriptures because you got a lot of our people, like I said, you even got a lot of these simple morons that follow after these female YouTubers, man, that are sitting there constantly bashing black men, so-called black men, Israelite men, all right, calling us deadbeats, calling our people losers, right? Saying that there's no good men out there, we don't meet their standards and such, and then they wonder why the so-called black man winds up getting down with the swirl, running to the women of the other nations, okay, in particular the so-called white woman, which is from the nation of Edom, okay. And these women and the men of our nation, the 2/3 of them for the most part, they don't have no knowledge of whatsoever, okay, of why things are the way they are in this society, why we can't keep and maintain a happy home, why the families are broken up, why they grew up in single mother households, okay, and why these women have daddy issues as well as these men, these grown adult men still have daddy issues, all right, and they're quick to curse their father, but have all the love in the world for their mothers, okay? They express that love towards their mother and all this animosity and hatred towards their father without knowing that all of this is prophetic. And this further explains and it certifies that you are the people of the Lord. You are the people of the Bible, that by all means, through a process of elimination, you have to be of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, because we fit these very curses. All right. Now you got the people that's running around claiming to be the Jews. They don't experience this, man. They don't grow up in broken homes. OK, their families are well intact. Right. Their fathers pretty much own businesses and, have jobs and, other outlets to gain income to run and maintain a stable household. The women are in total order for the most part. They're playing their part, rearing up the children and maintaining the house. All right, like a woman is supposed to, But when it comes to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, it's not like that, man. It's not like that at all. All right, a lot of you don't even know your fathers. Some of you never met your fathers. All right. Like I stated earlier, you mostly grew up in single parent homes where it's basically the mother running the household, man, and she's just totally overwhelmed, all right, with the pressures of society and not having a man, okay. So then she in turn takes a lot of shit out on her kids, most importantly her sons, all right, okay. And but this is all prophetic. So the first scripture I'm gonna bring out, this is Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. It says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. All right. And that's it, man. Our people have been destroyed for a lack of knowledge. So you got our people, they're running to these different YouTubers, right? Especially when you got these guys running to these goddamn women, man, checking out their channel. All right. I'm talking about these bitches like Tasha K and Cynthia G and them. All right. Looking for answers, man, about why, why they don't meet certain standards that black women want in a man, and quick to be on the defense mode for the sisters who are constantly beating you brothers down, man. You got a lot of simps that follow these bitches, man. All right. And then you got a lot of guys who follow, the Tommy Sotomayors, the Kevin Samuels, right? Fresh and Fit. Okay. In which, they're basically, they're basically doing the contrary, but bringing out the truth, a lot of the truth about the black woman and how she ain't right. Okay. But they don't understand at the end of the day of why the sisters are against us, man. Okay. Because the Lord is not dealing with them, because they'll sit there and say the same thing over and over and over, exposing the black woman for being a piece of shit or piece of trash that she is. All right. Like they're gonna expect her to change. And it's not gonna happen, man. All right. Because these are the curses that are found written in the scriptures about our people, man. All right. Hosea 4:6, it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Okay. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. And that's right, man. 2/3 of our people, they reject the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, which is only coming from the prophets of Israel. Okay? See, when you say you're an Israelite, that pretty much has it pretty much has a bad stigma in this society, man. Because of the image that we have been painted to be. All right. We're supposed to be a bunch of wild, crazy maniacs or whatever, like society calls us, man. All right. You say, oh, them Israelites, them guys is crazy, man. Them Israelite guys, man, all they do is scream on people. They're racist. Okay. They're bitter. All right. We basically, they depict us, the picture as we a bunch of bums and deadbeats, and people that we hate women and this, that, and the third. All right. And we're just bitter because of the predicament that we're in, being oppressed by the so-called white man. When the scriptures tell you that surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. Okay. All right. So that label of being an Israelite is basically shamed upon in this society. So these people reject the knowledge, all right, of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, which is the Most High and His Son, that we publicize out there on the streets, on the highways and the byways, because they're emotional and they don't like our delivery, the rough, masculine manliness that we come in, because this is a fagged out society, man. Okay. And a lot of you men out there who you call yourselves men, all right, you basically became effeminate, man. All right. And you refuse to accept this knowledge and wisdom, man. Okay. But this is the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, verse 54, which clearly explains the reason why the Israelite household is broken. Okay. Single parent homes. You have some kids that have been raised up without both parents, man. Without both of their biological parents. Some of them were raised by their grandmothers. Okay. Some of them were raised by an auntie. Some of them were put into foster care, man. Okay. And they haven't been raised by their fathers and mothers. It's because of these curses that we're under, Deuteronomy 28 verse 54, it says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, Okay, and you see that amongst our people, man. You know, black people, they can't, they hate other black people. They hate the people that look just like them. You know, they have no respect for people that look just like them. But they have all the respect in the world towards the white man in the other nations. All right? And we see that all the time. That's why there's so much what you call black on black crime in the ghetto. All right? It says his eyes shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom. Okay? So that his eyes shall be evil toward the wife of his bosom, his woman. All right? His baby mother, his girlfriend, okay? All right? His significant other. His eyes going to be evil toward her because of what? Namely because these women are out of order. So a man is going to wind up growing to hate the very woman that he might have once loved, okay? Or been involved with, or is currently involved with, okay? You know, pursuant to these curses. It says, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. That's right, man. Households are broken up. You know, you got a lot of these children of ours that are so damn rebellious, you know, and so disrespectful. All right. And here it is, you in a society where you can't discipline, you can't lay down the rules of your own household if you're a man, you know, that, you know, some guys just say, fuck it, man, I'm out of here, man. I'm going to split. All right. And I'm going to leave, man. Okay. It doesn't mean that they don't love their children, all right, or their family. But hey, when your whole family is coming against you, what else more do you expect a man to do? All right. You know, it's bad enough you got the so-called white man and the other nations totally against him, but then he got to come home to his own household and have his whole family at home against him. So it shouldn't surprise you that a man is just going to pack his bags and fucking and kick rocks and hit the road, man. All right? That's because of these curses. Okay? It says, so that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children whom he shall eat, because he has nothing left him in the siege. This is going back when Jerusalem was sieged by the Romans, okay? You had cannibalism going on. And guess what? Cannibalism is going to happen in this day and age as well, because there is going to be a terrible famine that's going to come to the society, man. All right? It says, and in the straightness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee in all thy gates. All right? It reads on verse 56. It says, and the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her feet upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. All right. Yeah, man. You know, back in the days, man, you know, our women, you know, they had tender and delicate feet, man. Very pretty feet. Okay. The scriptures tell you about Judith. When you read the book of Judith, she was a Simeonite. Okay. And you know, you had men on the front line of the battlefield ready to slay each other, man. You know, and the scriptures tell you they gazed upon her sandals, meaning her feet. And you know, and these guys were so mesmerized by it, they stopped that basically stopped the war. That stopped two opposing armies from killing each other, man. That's how bad and beautiful and gorgeous our women were, man. You know, the women of Israel, you're the most beautiful woman on planet Earth. All right. But when you look at the energy that you got and that darkness, that spell of darkness on you, you know, because you're cursed at the moment, okay, you become the worst woman in existence today, man. You know, it's because of that demonic spirit that you have on you. Mainly because you women are out there whoring all over the place, man, and taking on all of these demonic spirits on you, man, from all of these multiple partners that you've been sleeping with and messing around with, okay? So you infested with demons, man. You know, and that's why the Most High cursed you, all right? It says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her feet upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son and toward her daughter. All right? And we see that, man. You know, you black woman, right? You can't stand the so-called black man. You always got, you're constantly putting hell on them, man. Right? You're constantly putting hell on your man. Okay? You know, and these high expectations and these high standards that you want from these men, all right, who are basically catching hell here in Esau society, all right, you were quick to belittle a man. You're quick to down your man and belittle him, and you don't believe in any of his goals, man. All right? You don't have no belief in your man. Why? Because the so-called white man is in power, and he basically empowered you, all right, by giving you these college degrees and certain certificates to boost up your level of pride, man, and to make you feel like you can be independent and on your own, and and your own man can't do a damn thing for you. Okay? All right? So now you look at it like there's no good men out there, man. Okay? It says, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. And you see the way the black woman treats their children. Okay? They treat their children like they have no love in the world whatsoever for them, man. Like these women, like these children, Salakia, are not the same babies that they birthed out of their womb, that they pushed out of their womb. Okay? All right? I mean, they treat their children horrible, man. Constantly yelling at them, you know, all of the verbal abuse and physical abuse that the woman does to her children at home. All right? I mean, it's ridiculous. A woman is supposed to nurture their children, man. Be affectionate and kind to her children. You know, when it comes to disciplining the children, the man is supposed to be about that, man. All right? You know, disciplining the child with the rod. Okay? And a woman is supposed to nurture your child and be affectionate and kind to your child. All right. Now, of course, if your child is going off, yeah, you put your child in order. You put your child in order. You put your child in check. You know, a child is not your son and your daughter is not supposed to be running all over you. All right. Okay. But usually when the father lays down the rules and lays down the discipline, it's the woman that's supposed to, you know, give comfort to the child and let the child know, look, you know, everything is going to be all right. You know, just listen to your father, do what your father tells you. Okay? All right? But you got these women playing these disciplinary roles, man, beating the hell out of their children, man. You know, they run around and sleep with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Okay, and bring so many different men in their child's lives. And a lot of these guys that they're bringing in are fucking monsters, man. A lot of them are creeps. Okay? You know, some of them got mental illnesses. A lot of them, some of them guys them came home from long prison stretches. Okay? You know, some of them guys are drug dealers, because women, they don't know how to choose a man. Okay? They don't know how to choose or look for a righteous man. You know? That's why in the ancient world, okay, marriages were set up and arranged. A father would choose a suitor for his daughter. All right? Women didn't have no say-so on what man they wanted to marry. Okay? That was all up to the father. Because women lack wisdom, like the scriptures tell you. All right? So like I said, man, they bring in all of these different men through their household, and some of their partners wind up beating the shit out of their children, man, and putting some of their children to death. There's plenty of cases of that, man. You know? And that's after the fact that some of these children warn their mothers about the abuse that they're experiencing from their stepfathers, man. You know? You had the movie Precious back in the days. You have some of these guys that'll sit there and they will rape your child, man. You know? They'll make a pass at your child or watch your child in the shower or do some old freak shit and give out and, you know, and give those signs off that you know, that these guys are creeps. All right? And a lot of times when your daughter comes running to you and telling you, look, so-and-so was looking at me, or so-and-so, you know, he touched me inappropriately, you know, the woman wound up getting jealous over her daughter, man. and wound up disciplining her daughter. So these fucking women ain't right, man. You know? And this is the curses. These are the curses that our people are going through, man. And this is the reason why the household is all broken up, man. All right? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 35. It's what the Lord said. It says, "For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household." All right? So this is what the Lord said he's coming back to do, to cause division amongst the family. Break up the family, man. Break up the home. All right? Okay? That's the reason why when you go to anybody's household in the ghetto, we all live on top of each other, right? Jake living in the projects, living in apartments, right? With thin walls, and you can hear all of your neighbor's business. What do you constantly hear in your neighbor's house, man? Arguing, fighting, right? The kids running amok next door, you know? You know, the father and the father and the mother, or the husband and wife arguing with each other, breaking shit because they're fighting, you know, because a lot of times it gets physical. Doors being slammed, right? A man leaving and the woman cursing him out. Okay? Or sometimes you might hear the man trying to get back in his house and the woman locking him out. You know? This is all the curses, man. This is the curses. Okay? And then these children, they gotta experience this shit, you know, and then they go to school and they gotta get grilled by their teacher, man. And basically interrogated by their teacher, okay, and a damn child psychologist, man, who's all nosy and wanting to know what the hell is going on in your household, because this kid can't seem to pay attention. He can't seem to learn. All right? Okay? Or he might have a mark or a bruise or something on him, you know, because he's experiencing physical abuse at home. Well, this is all of the curses, man. This is what the Lord said was going to happen. And this is only happening to our people, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Mostly. Okay? All right? Now it's happening to white people and Chinese people and all, you know, the other nations as well. All right? But it was basically strategized and planned for this to take place in our neighborhoods, man. In our communities, all right? That's why our communities were infested with drugs, okay? Alcoholism, all right? Welfare, right? Getting the man, making the only way that you can obtain food stamps and welfare, all right, is if there's a single parent household, man. Meaning what? You can't have a mother and father living in the same household for you to receive that government assistance. Okay? All right? So this is all set up and done by design. And it's all through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, because the Lord said these are the curses that was going to befall us, man. All right? You know? So I'm going to end this video on that note, man. You know, I had a couple of more scriptures I wanted to bring out, but this, you know, I might do this in another video because I'm already 23 minutes in. Okay? But, you know, hopefully this was an edifying lesson so far. And, Lord willing, I'll make a part 2 to this and go a little bit more in depth. But I'm going to say shalom wa barakim to you brothers out there. Lord willing, I'll see you in the next one. Shalom.